Welcome to MED-MYSTIFY. Today, we are bringing a definitive end to the multi-billion-dollar era of painful weight loss injections. For the last 3 years, the entire world has been completely obsessed with weekly shots like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro. But a massive pharmaceutical breakthrough has just fundamentally changed the rules of the game.
If we track the rapid evolution of metabolic care over just a few short years, the leap is honestly staggering. Think back to 2023. We were defined by liquid shortages, soaring costs, and all that weekly injection anxiety. But jump forward with me, past the phase 3 trials happening right now, straight to 2026. Welcome to the era of Orforglipron. It's a brand new, once-daily pill developed by Eli Lilly, and let me tell you, its clinical results are sending massive shockwaves through the medical community. If you're one of the millions trying to manage your metabolic health, or if you're just curious about the future of human biology, you need to hear this.
Okay, let's dive into this with Section 1, the biohacking blueprint, and why injections won out in the first place. To understand why a simple pill is turning the medical world totally upside down, we first have to look at the cruel biological trick your body plays on you every time you try to lose weight.
See, we naturally produce this hormone called GLP-1, right? It regulates our hunger. The problem is when our bodies secrete it naturally, it degrades incredibly fast, literally within minutes. That created a massive engineering hurdle for scientists. To fix it, companies engineered what we call peptides. Now, these are complex, heavy, synthetic biological structures, and they're designed to survive inside the human body for a full week. But there was a catch. Because they are so incredibly fragile, if you try to swallow them, your harsh stomach acid just destroys them instantly. This meant that a painful needle driven directly into your fat tissue to bypass the digestive system entirely wasn't just a choice, it was a necessary evil.
Moving to Section 2, the small molecule revolution, or breaking the impossible. For years, top molecular scientists insisted a truly effective, unrestricted weight loss pill was structurally impossible. Well, they were dead wrong. Enter Orforglipron. The secret weapon here is that it's a non-peptide small molecule drug. It completely tears up the biological rulebook that constrained all those earlier injectable medications.
And this brilliantly illustrates the difference. Look at the older attempts at peptide pills like oral semaglutide. They're incredibly fragile. You have to take them on a totally empty stomach with super strict 30-minute fasting restrictions just to absorb a tiny fraction of the medicine. Now contrast that with the newer, small molecule pills like Orforglipron. They are built like absolute tanks. You can swallow this pill anytime, day or night, with or without food, and it simply survives.
So I want to pose this question directly to you. Why exactly is this single pill ending the injection era? Well, it's not just about finally getting rid of needles. Because of this incredibly resilient small molecule structure, the shift cuts manufacturing costs by up to 50%. We are literally talking about taking a luxury tier drug and instantly turning it into a highly accessible mass market reality. Which brings us to Section 3, the hard data, the Phase 3 showdown. We don't have to guess how well this works anymore. Let's move to and see how this builds from the official data. Thousands of patients from the ATTAIN-1 and ACHIEVE-3 clinical trials have given us an undeniable clinical scoreboard. Boom, we are looking at a massive 12.4% average body weight loss. To really put that into perspective for you, for adults with obesity in these trials, that translated to an average of 27.3 pounds lost over 72 weeks, and that is all from just one single daily pill. But wait, it gets even better. We're also seeing a staggering 50.6% reduction in inflammation. That right there proves this explainer isn't just about weight on a bathroom scale. No, we are talking about fundamentally transforming overall metabolic health and cooling down the underlying inflammation that drives so many chronic diseases. When you look at this efficacy showdown, the data definitively proves that Orforglipron flat out beat its main oral competitor, oral semaglutide, across the board. It showed superior performance in lowering both overall body weight and blood sugar. Simply put, it's faster, it's stronger, and it's vastly more convenient.
But hold on just a second. I want you to really think about this data point from the Phase 3 ATTAIN-1 trial. If this pill is supposedly so much better, so much more affordable, and way more convenient than taking a shot, then why on earth did a massive 20% of patients on the highest dose throw their bottles straight into the trash? They literally just quit. Well, the answer isn't what you think, and if you don't understand this one bizarre catch before it hits your local pharmacy, it could completely wreck your stomach.
Section 4, the 20% trap, the GI side effect crisis. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it perfectly pivots us into the dark side of convenience. Let's break down exactly why a pill this powerful doesn't come without a serious biological toll. Welcome to the tolerability crisis. A staggering 59%, almost 6 in 10 patients, experience some form of severe stomach issues on this drug. Nausea hit 33.7% of people. Constipation affected 25.4%, and diarrhea came in at 23.1%. This brutal level of gastrointestinal distress drove a 10 to 20% discontinuation rate, which is roughly double the dropout rate of the older injectable alternatives.
So, why does a simple pill cause so much chaos in the gut? Let's demystify these harsh side effects. Because Orforglipron is a small molecule drug taken every day, it creates these really sharp, sudden peak concentrations of the medicine in your digestive tract every single morning. The body's brutal reaction essentially comes down to titration, meaning how quickly patients step up their daily milligram dosage. If you push that dose up way too fast during those early weeks, your stomach simply cannot handle those sudden chemical spikes.
Moving into Section 5, the pharmaceutical price war and the economic climax. Make no mistake, this GI trap is absolutely not going to stop the impending global price war between pharmaceutical titans. The power and convenience of this drug are just too massive to ignore, and the economics are about to flip the healthcare industry on its head.
Look at the logistics here. It shows exactly why the industry is shaking. Injections require this incredibly expensive refrigerated cold chain just to ship them, plus they need those complex, sterile auto-injector pens. Orforglipron, it just requires standard shipping in standard plastic pill bottles. By eliminating the need for refrigerated supply chains and sterile pens, this drug can be mass-produced in standard pill factories anywhere in the world.
So the crucial point is this 50% drop. Because of these huge structural supply chain advantages, industry models are projecting that this single pill will slash the retail price of metabolic healthcare by up to 50%. Moving this from an out-of-pocket luxury to a standard, affordable daily therapy is going to force massive shifts in insurance coverage for the general public. Which leaves us with one massive question. Will a cheap daily pill finally end the global obesity epidemic, or are we just replacing one multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical monopoly with another? And while a daily pill that slashes costs in half is undoubtedly a game-changer, it actually isn't even the most powerful medical breakthrough sitting in Eli Lilly's pipeline right now. If you think a 12% weight loss pill is impressive, wait until you see what happens when scientists target 3 completely different hunger hormones all at the same time. They're unlocking an unprecedented 24% drop in total body weight, a number so massive it rivals bariatric surgery. We'll be covering that incredible triple hormone breakthrough in our next explainer. Like, subscribe, and share for such more informative videos.